Shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson. And I want to make this statement. We're not Christians. So, you got some new brothers and sisters that have, came to the channel or whatever, but we're not Christians. So what we do, we tell you, what the Bible is really talking about. And we break down current events and things that happen day to day. And we're not Christians. It's not going to be polished all the time. Matter of fact, it's going to be raw sometimes. And it's just the way it is. So you people think the Bible is all about, saying nice things, and you still got that Christian. A lot of you still got that Christian spirit on you. We're not Christians. We're the Hebrew Israelites, and we deal with the good, bad, and the ugly. So if so-called curse words trigger you, unsubscribe immediately. This is a new thing that this is a new thing in this earth where we bring out the good, bad, and the ugly. And you people act like it's all good in this life. It's not. So we're not here to make you feel good. We're not here to um, be the Christian pastor. We're gonna give you the raw, the good, the bad, and the ugly, no matter how it comes out. And sometimes it's gonna be raw. It's just what it is. We get into this video, but you're gonna see this Jake. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying. He gonna pretty much I ain't gonna say crash out because he just expressing the disgust of this system, how it has abused and misused us and you know what I'm saying, oppressed us in every single way. So oppression make a wise man mad. I'm gonna get into that scripture as well because you people, some of you people that don't, you kind of new to the truth, you don't understand how this thing is, and you will learn. But like I said, unsubscribe from my channel. We're not Christians, and I keep emphasizing it for a reason. Let's get into this lesson.
Like we doing on this earth, man. Every day, most of us wake up and go to a job that we fair use, fair use, fair use. Educational purposes. Educational purposes.
Yeah, this the beloved brother from from North Carolina. Shalom, Mark, if you see this lesson. And it's heavy right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this scripture, then I'm gonna let this Jake go off or whatever. Baruch 3:8. It says, Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. So a lot of Jakes, a lot of our people that's new, that don't know what's going on, they in the world, they don't understand that we still in captivity. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand sovereignty, what that entails, what that is. They so used to that, all they know is this system, but we still in captivity. It says, Where thou hast scattered us, and we scattered from one corner of the earth to the other end, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. That's why you gotta, it seems like now we getting bills every day. You pay one bill, another bill coming right. I mean, it's crazy. And that's how it feels to me anyway. You know, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is giving you the reason why things are the way they are. We're in captivity for us, going off. Our ancestors going off. And they still doing it. That's how you know that the rebellious Israelites are still doing the same thing that they always been doing, because they've been reproved. They've been told about so-called white Jesus, but they won't stop doing it. They've been told that Christmas is pagan, but they won't stop doing it. They've been told that Easter is pagan. They won't stop doing it. So what's next? If you've been warned and you don't want to change, is judgment. And we telling you what's going to happen before it gets real ugly. You know what I'm saying? You people think life going to continue as it is today. No, every empire has a rise and a fall. America is no different. In America, the Lord got a bone to pick with America because they touched the apple of his eye, his people. We in captivity. We're suffering. We're getting oppressed. Even if you got so-called money on this side, you still get racially profiled. I mean, it's endless. I can keep going down this list, but let me let this Jay cook.
Really don't fucking like, But we can't really quit because we got to get the money to pay the bills that they say is important to pay. What the fuck is the point of this life, man? We go to grocery stores and buy food that God gave us for free. Why the fuck do we pay for lights? Well, that's just the way it is. Fuck you. I'm tired of all this. That's just the way it is bullshit. This whole fucking system is garbage. America ain't nothing but a big ass fucking plantation, man. A big ass.
And it is. It's a plantation, and he's saying that through the spirit. He don't know the truth, but he understands that something's not right. We're still in captivity. You don't. Matter of fact, I think I'm just gonna get into the word sovereignty so you can really comprehend what that word really means, because our people don't know. They've been in captivity for so long. They think this just the way it is, like this Jake is saying. No, this is insanity. To get up and have to pay bills every 30 days, you know what I'm saying? This recurring debt, you know what I'm saying? Everything is to put you in debt so they can have control over you. Our people don't think to be independent because this system has crippled them. It's many different things. And the biggest facilitator of them being crippled is the spiritual part, because they still believe in a lot of these doctrines of Christianity. Even when they're waking up, they won't fully submit to the Lord. They still want to drag that baggage, some of that Christian baggage or whatever they learned baggage with them. You got to strip it all. That's why sometimes we're going to use harsh language. If that's something that you can't understand, you gotta move on. You gotta unsubscribe from my channel and go back into what you've been doing. Because again, we give you the good, bad, and the ugly. Let me play this video some more.
Fucking plantation. What the fuck are we doing here? There are days I don't want to be on this earth. And I'm not saying I want to unalive myself and nothing like that. But I'm tired, man. It's like, what the fuck is the point of any of this? To work till we 60, 70 years old? Most of us ain't gonna fucking live to see 50. But we gotta work to maybe retire. Man, fuck you and all that bullshit, man.
Jake, you know what I'm saying? Again, you gotta be sick or tired of being sick and tired to wake up. So this Jake right here may actually wake up to the truth. You have to be sick and tired of the same old stuff. You got to be sick and tired of the lies. See, I did the video yesterday going into this Jake, so-called black man that went to the Christian church and ain't nothing changed. He didn't get any kind of edification, any kind of teaching. It's just the same song and dance, hooping and hollering. Pastor collection played around, and the pastor actually gets very rich while his congregation suffer. And I never saw anything that's such astonishment as they teach you nothing but lies. And really, they're not even teaching you anything these days. They're too busy dancing. Let's get into this lesson. Like the elder apostle Ramblab said, we're in a phase of analyzing these scriptures. Most brothers, that's been in the truth for a while. We done read the Bible. We done did the precepts. Now we in the analytical phase of it, to break down these scriptures, to really give you what they're talking about. Ecclesiastes 1:1, it says, the words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem, Salakia. Vanities of vanities. So that's what he was saying. Basically, until the kingdom of heaven is set up, all these things that we do is vain. Us going to work, us trying to build, whatever, quote unquote, wealth. Whatever folly you do in his flesh is vain until the kingdom of heaven is set up. That's going to be the eternal kingdom for the Israelites. We're not going to die anymore. We not have to go through this process anymore. Until that time is set up, it's vain. It's all just, it's like the wind comes through and the wind, blows away. It's just what it is. And that's, some people starting to understand this. Until it got to be a better way of doing things than this. This is crazy. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Let's go to this word vanity. It says vanity, and it gets straight to the point. Number 2 is what I'm looking for. It says the quality of being worthless or futile. And yes, like the things in this flesh, That's why we put our money out into our spiritual banking account, because that's eternal. The flesh is temporary. Hell, you'd be lucky, quote unquote, if you make it to 70 years old with all the poison that we eat, all the poison in the air. You know what I'm saying? All the you drink a bottle of water, it's poison all in that. The food is sprayed with pesticides that's causing cancers. You put on some damn deodorant, it's all kind of chemicals in it. You brush your teeth, it's all kind of chemicals in that. The clothing you wear is all contaminated. I mean, it's crazy. And all this stuff, and the food's got so many different chemicals in it. Again, that's why, you need to cut out the processed food much as possible. It's going to destroy you, but it's all vain. Until the kingdom is set up, everything else moving forward is vain. Now, what is important and what does mean something is your spiritual life. Not this flesh is temporary, temporary. And that's what the so-called white man has trapped you jakes into, not thinking about the spiritual things, not thinking about the after effects of things. You have to be better in your decision making. You got to move with wisdom. Let's go here. Matter of fact, let's go to Ecclesiastes. And, let me hit this because I wanted to get this. I love this. One of my favorite scriptures. Ecclesiastes 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, whether we die in this flesh because it's temporary anyway, or we get delivered. And going back into the scriptures, it be some that don't taste death on this side. Some people, some brothers and sisters not gonna die. They gonna be translated into the new bodies. It says strive for the truth. That's why the truth is everything. That's what life all about, the truth. It says, and Yahweh shall fight for thee. So the Lord wants us to represent him and and understand his word in truth. And if you're not doing that, you're in lies. And the Lord hates that. Because he gave you a brain to use, to be able to discern, he gave you wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You got to tap into all these faculties and come out of ignorance. Let's go here. And I guess, I was kind of all over. But, I was watching this video. I was like, it's heavy. Haggai 1:6. It says, you have sown much, excuse me, and bring in little. So work all them hours. They hit you with the federal tax, Social Security, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All kind of madness. It says, ye eat, but you have not enough. Ye drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there's none warm. And he that earneth wages, check this out, earn wages to put into a bag with holes. So as soon as you bring it in, it go right back out. Most people, when they get paid, quote unquote, they are broke by the weekend. So if they get paid on a Friday, by Monday, they already broke. And they go to show you that this system is broken because they actually give you fake. Everything's fake here. The so-called money, you can't even call it money because it's not real money. Gold and silver and land resources, that's real money. What you have today is an illusion. And that makes that adds to more vexation. Let's go here. You people like, why we mad? You got to be out of your mind. You don't know what's really going on. Ecclesiastes 7:7 states that surely oppression makes a wise man mad. Why is this? And this, let's go here because I'm running out of time. It says, Salakia, as a victim. So we've been victimized in many different ways. Enduring oppression can lead a wise person to become angry. That's why I got that comment. Our people want us to be Christians. We're not Christians. We're not going to talk like a Christian pastor. We're not going to tell you what you want to hear. We're giving you good, bad, and ugly. If you don't like it, fucking unsubscribe. It says confused or irrational in their response to how they are being treated. So yeah, we got to get the hell up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we crying out to the Lord to come get us. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying. Call Allah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Rahak Kodash. Shalom.